Welcome to Applications of Surface Area and Volume. Let's take a look at this question over here. Jarrett has a cube that measures 8 inches on each side, so let's write J's cube is this, 8, 8, 8, okay, let's draw that, and Alex's cube is 4 on each side, so Alex's cube is going to be a bit smaller. So we're going to write 4, 4, 4. How much larger is the volume of Alex's compared to Jarrett's? So what that means is we're going to subtract Jarrett's volume from Alex's. Actually, we're going to measures volume, larger is the volume of Alex. Actually, Jarrett's is larger than Alex's, so I'm going to change this question. So we'll be right back in a second. Okay, so how much larger is the volume of Jarrett's, which is this one, compared to Alex's, which is this one? Okay. So let's look at the volume of Jarrett's. So the volume of a cube is length times width times height, which is 8 times 8 times 8, which is 64 times 8. 64 multiplied by 8 is 32, 48, 512, which is 512 inches cubed, because we're talking about inches, right? So let's look at the volume of Alex's cube. So V cube equals length times width times height, which is 4 times 4 times 4, which is 16 times 4, which is 64, okay, inches cubed. So how much larger is Jarrett's compared to Alex's? So you're going to subtract 512 minus 64, so we can see how much bigger this one is compared to this one. And that is, take a subtraction here, minus 64, and then that becomes 4, this becomes 10, this becomes 12, 12 minus 4 is 8, and minus 4, 448, okay, so 448 plus, yep, equals 448, so Jarrett's cube is 448 inches cube larger than Alex's. Let me just rewrite this. Minus 64. Jarrett's cube. Okay. Box your answer. Perfect. Let's take a look at the next question. A swimming pool is 7 meters long, 5 meters wide, and 1 meter deep. Okay, so we're going to draw a swimming pool. Okay, and it is 7 meters long, 5 meters wide, and 1 meter deep. So that's 1 meter deep. Okay, I'm going to write the 5 here. I'll erase this 5. Okay, so you want to resurface your pool's interior surface, and it costs $3 per square meter. So what that means basically is we're looking at the surface area of the swimming pool, and let me just show you all that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at this surface area at the bottom, this side, this side, this side, and this side, but not the top. Okay, we're not going to be looking at the top because the top is empty. Okay, how much will it cost to resurface the pool? So first we're going to draw a net diagram for this one. Okay, so we have this side, this side, this side, and this side, and because there's no top, we're not going to draw another one. And this is 7 by 1, this is also 7 by 1, this would be 5 by 1, and this is 5 by 1. Then here, this is 5 by 7. Okay? So the surface area here would be 5 times 1, which is 5. Here it's 7 times 1, which is 7. Here it's 7 times 1, which is 7. Here it's 5 times 1, which is 5. And here it's 7 times 5, which is 35. Okay, so we're going to add all of these together. 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7 plus 35, which is 10, plus 14 plus 35, which is 24 plus 35, which is 59. Okay, and it's in meters, so it's going to be meters squared, because we're talking about surface area. And since it costs $3 per square meter, and we have 59 square meters, we're going to multiply this by $3. So it costs $177. Okay? You can do these multiplications and everything by yourself. Okay? So take a look at the next question. So it says, a traditional square bale of hay is actually in the shape of a rectangular prism. Its dimensions are 2 feet by 4 feet. How many square bales contain the same amount of hay as one large round bale? So there's a drawing here of a round bale, and we're going to make a drawing of a square bale. So let's just draw it right here. Square bale is 2 feet by 4 feet. Okay. Actually, the question doesn't say the first part. I just realized it's 2 feet by 2 feet by 4 feet. Okay, that's what it is. Sorry about that. So this is 2 feet. This is 4 feet. And this is 2 feet. So the square bale is 2 feet by 2 feet by 4 feet, and the round bale is this over here. Okay, so we want to know how many square bales contain the same amount of hay as one large round bale. So we're going to look at the volume of each of these. So the volume here, V cube, is length times width times height, which is 2 times 2 times 4, which is 4 times 4, which is 16. So it's 16 feet cubed. Let's take a look at this one. The volume of a cylinder is the surface area of this disk multiplied by the height. So the surface area of the disk, SA, is pi r squared, which is 4, oh, not 4, sorry, pi multiplied by the radius. The radius would be 2 feet squared, which becomes pi times 4, which is 4 pi feet squared. Okay, that's the surface area. And the height is 5 feet, so 4 pi times 5 is 20 pi, and the volume would be 20 pi feet squared. Okay, so when we're talking about pi here, let's approximate it later on. I'll show you how we'll approximate it. So how many square bales contain the same amount of hay as one large round bale? So a square, let me rewrite that, it's really messy. A square contains 16 feet cubed, like we said over here. Okay, and so this is, sorry, feet cubed over there, and the round is 20 feet cubed, 20 pi feet cubed. Okay, so we want to know how many squares have the same volume of one round. So we'll take 20 pi feet cubed and divide it by 16 feet cubed. Okay, there's two ways that we can do this over here. Okay, one is 20 pi over 16. You can simplify this, divide it by 4, divided by 4 equals 5 pi over 4, This would be our answer. Sentence answer is there are 5 pi over 4 square bales per round bale. And then the other way that we can solve this is 20 pi over 16. We can approximate pi as pi approximately equals 3, okay? So then this is 20 times 3 over 16, which is 60 over 16. And divide the top by 4, bottom by 4. This is 15 over 4. So you can say there are around 15 over 4 square bales in a round bale. Okay. Also, I just realized that I didn't put any sentence answers for the second question or the third question, so I'm going to write a sentence answer here. It will cost $177 to resurface the pool. Period. Okay. And then over here we're going to write there are around 15 over 4 square bales that fit into a round bale. Okay? And or you can write there are 5 pi over 4 square bales in a round bale. Okay? And that's applications of surface area and volume.